What's up, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with another mock draft Monday. Gonna be drafting from the 112 spot today, half point PPR, two running backs, two wide receiver, one flex spot. If you guys like the mock draft Mondays, please hit that subscribe button down below. If you like the video, hit that like button. As always, leave any questions or comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll respond as always. Let's hop into this mock draft without further ado. So yeah, drafting from the 112. Last spot in the draft. Okay, so it started with McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Devontae Adams, Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, and Ezekiel Elliott. Okay, let's take a look at who's available. Okay, I'm going to take Stefon Diggs. And then I'm going to take... I am interested a little bit in Kelsey, but not too much. Let's go with Deandre Hopkins, start two wide receivers. We'll take Stefon Diggs and Deandre Hopkins to start. I feel like I was a little too rich to draft any of those running backs at that point in the draft. Okay, so we started wide receiver. We'll see how the team turns out. Okay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is still available. I'm going to draft him here. Carson is also available. I'm going to take him. Reason being, I expect Clyde Edwards-Helaire to have a big bounce back season in Kansas City. I think he will be much better in his sophomore season than his rookie year. I think the first round draft capital is going to erase any doubt. I don't think they're going to be like, oh, is Clyde the guy? Clyde is the guy because he was drafted in the first round last year. They're just going to give him another shot. I believe, anyway, they're going to be their attitude towards it. And then I'm going to take Carson here because they're going to be heading back towards that more. Seattle will be headed more towards that run first scheme. Believe he'll be the main benefactor of that. Get a lot of that workload he was getting before, and he's still a fourth round value. So that's why I'm going to take him there. The upside on Clyde is also very high because of the offense that he plays on. Same with Carson, not the same quality of offense, but a good offense, no doubt. Okay. Let's take a look at the guys still available. Lamar at quarterback, T. Higgins as far as wide receivers, and then a tight end, Dallas Goedert's available. So the top tight ends are gone. I'm going to take Kareem Hunt here, load up on some quality running backs. Tempted to take Chase Edmonds there, but with the signing of James Conner, I think he's going to get a lot of that goal line work, even though Chase Edmonds might be more the starter, more of the commonly used back, like the pass catching back, the more like the guy that's the more heavily utilized back. But I do think James Conner's going to steal a lot of that goal line work, similar to Kenyon Drake last year. Okay, so we took Kareem Hunt there. I'm actually going to take Chase Edmonds. We're going to load up on these running backs. I do think he could be solid. And especially since I started Stefon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, I have very few question marks at both those spots unless, somebody goes down due to injury or something like that. So I am going to keep it moving. I will draft Deebo Samuel. I think he's a really quality bench wide receiver. I feel like I can slub him in there in either of those spots and be very successful. So I took him there. Damian Harris, currently kind of the starter for the New England Patriots. He does offer some value at this point in the draft, but I'm not too crazy about it. Don't think he's going to be the long-term guy there. You could see them drafting a running back or using somebody else. Anyway, I don't think there's much commitment from the team to Damian Harris, so I'm not going to draft him this early. I will take Robby Anderson. I think he can do really well with Sam Darnold being back there. I would take Brandon Cooks, but it's looking like it's going to be Tyrod Taylor and Brandon Cooks instead of Tyrod Taylor or Brandon Cooks and Deshaun Watson. So I'm going to let him fall where he may. I'm going to snag. As far as quarterbacks go, I like either Brady or Stafford, so I'm probably just going to wait. I don't mind getting Joe Burrow either. Going to keep waiting. I'll take Mike Williams here. I think he offers some upside. Playing with Justin Herbert and being such a talented receiver. You know what? And here I will take Robert Tonyan for the touchdown upside that he affords playing with Aaron Rodgers in that offense. They don't go out and draft a high wide receiver or a tight end. I don't think they're going to take a tight end in this draft. I mean, they could, but don't think he'll be the primary pass catcher, so we'll take him. Gonna see if I can let Brady fall maybe a little bit longer. You know what? Actually, I'm going to take Brady here. Brady scores a lot of points his second year in the Bruce Arians system. We typically see first-year quarterbacks over 40 turnover-worthy plays in their first year in that Bruce Arians system. Tom Brady did not. I expect him to get even better moving into year 2. Even though he was the best quarterback in year 1 of that system that we've seen, I think he will take a slight step up forward, especially if Antonio Brown resigns with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we'll take Tom Brady there. We'll get our quarterback and tight end spot filled out. Rashaad Penny is a very interesting pick, especially since I have Chris Carson that could lock up that backfield. Normally don't care about doing that too much, but Chris Carson is a fairly injury-prone player. So is Rashaad Penny, though. But I will take Penny here just because I have Chris Carson. All right, let's take a look at it. So I think Giovanni Bernard could have some sneaky value in Tampa if he is like the pure third down back. I don't expect him to be just the third down back, like have that job solely to himself though. So I wouldn't really spend much on him. Let's see. So one bench spot left. I will take Darnell Mooney from the Chicago Bears. Think that he could get hit on a few more of those deep balls this year than he got hit on last year from Nick Foles and Mitch Trubisky with Andy Dalton. Not that's a huge upgrade at quarterback. Just think they're a little bit more accurate probably. Let's take a look at who's still available. You know what? I'll take Parris Campbell from Indianapolis, who's been banged up, but they don't have a ton of wide receivers there. And then I have one more pick remaining. You know what? And we'll take Mecole Hardman in case he steps in that third wide receiver role or that second wide receiver role in Kansas City. So that'll conclude our draft. We can take a look at the team. So we've got Tom Brady at quarterback, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, our running back 1, Chris Carson, our running back 2. 2 wide receivers we started the draft off with were Stefon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins. Took Robert Tonyan at tight end, Kareem Hunt in our flex, Chase Edmonds, our first bench back, Deebo Samuel, Robby Anderson, Mike Williams, Rashaad Penny, Darnell Mooney, Parris Campbell, Mecole Hardman round out the team. Definitely got a lot of wide receivers on the team. We'll probably end up cutting a few of these guys just the way it goes, though, building the roster. Might have taken one more running back if looking back on the team, but I really don't feel like it has any glaring weaknesses. Just need one of these running backs to be an absolute stud, an RB1, back-end RB1, and I think this team could be very successful as a fantasy team. I like getting Brady and Tonyan where I did. I feel like they're both pretty solid options. I think Brady is going to be borderline top 12 this year, and Robert Tonyan has the upside of being a top 5 tight end, top 3 maybe even if he has a bunch of touchdowns like he did last year. Not predicting it, but it's the potential outcome is definitely there. If you made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, and leave any of your questions or comments down in the comment section down below, and I will respond as always. If you're new to the channel, I already said all that. And it's been Fantasy Joe. Have a good one. I'll be bringing you guys more content. Just mock drafts are probably going to be a little bit more spaced out in the future. I'll bring you one on Monday, one a little bit later in the week, probably a Thursday or Friday. But you'll see that coming out lately. And stick around for all Dynasty and redraft content. I'll see you guys next.